Hello, and let's continue to part 3 of direct and indirect narrations. In this part, we will discuss about the tenses, that if we have to make an indirect narrations when it comes to tenses, so how are we supposed to frame or make one sentence or indirect narration? Well, first of all, you can see the table. Actually, you see number 5. So there are total 8 bullet points. And the simple rule is that if we have a sentence like simple present, we have to make it into simple past. And if we have present continuous, we have to make it into past continuous. So this is something which is fixed. We just need to do it anyhow. It's like a formula and putting values in the formula, putting numbers in the formula. In this lecture, I won't go in much detail. I will just focus on the big points so that I don't waste much of our time. So let's get started and let's mind our English. First of all, simple present to simple past. You see, basically, the sentence like he said, I work as an editor. So we have to make it into simple past just to make it simple past so that we get indirect narration. But how is it supposed to be? He said that he worked as an editor. So we have to add that and simple past he worked. Same goes with the second sentence. However, there is one exception, one small exception. That is, if the content is still true or happening, then we do not need to change the tense in the reported speech. For example, I said I study English. I said that I study English. For example, I am still studying English, or you are still studying and you are still in progress. So, in this case, we are not supposed to change the tense of the direct speech. Same goes with the fourth sentence. Jane said, I live in Spain. Jane said that she lives in Spain. So it is something which is true that she is still living in Spain. Let's say that she shifted to Spain in 2007, and from that day till today, she is still living there. So we are not supposed to change the tense in this case. Moving forward, present continues to past continuous, as is the simple case that mom said Bob is taking a nap. This is present continuous. If we have to make the indirect narration, we have to change it into past continuous. Mom said that Bob was taking a nap. So the simple thing is just change the present continuous of the direct speech into past continuous when making indirect speech. Even if we have questions like, my friend asked, are you writing any article these days? So, what will it be? My friend asked whether I was writing any article those days. So, it's pretty simple, not rocket science. Third, present perfect to past perfect. For example, my teacher said the exams have been scheduled. My teacher announced that the exams had been scheduled. So, have been scheduled will become had been scheduled. But don't forget, when you are making indirect narrations, you are not supposed to use inverted commas. Okay? So, just simple, you have to use that and then you have to uh, write the remaining part of the sentence. Moving forward, uh, present perfect continues to past perfect continues. So once again, a boy said, I have been waiting for my mom for 10 minutes. A boy said that he had been waiting for his mom for 10 minutes. So have been waiting will become had been waiting. Simple rule, present perfect continuous should be changed to past perfect continuous. However, if let's say there is a case that the boy is still waiting and his waiting is in progress, then we are not supposed to change the tense. We can put it in present perfect continuous as it is. Fifth, simple past to past perfect. For example, Let me go with the last one. The cashier reminded, "You owed us $100, sir." The cashier reminded that I had owed them $100. So it can be I had owed them or I had owed him. It depends on the context. But in this case, I'm just focusing on like it's a restaurant, and so I owe something to a restaurant. So that is why I wrote them. But you can say that I had owed him. But the point is, simple past should be changed to past perfect if you want to make an indirect narration of a simple past direct narration. Sixth is past continuous to past perfect continuous. Okay, you can see a simple thing that if anything is in present, it is supposed to be in past. If anything is in the past, it is supposed to be in past perfect. So this is a kind of a general point, but maybe it may be easy for you to remember it. For example, Jenny said Marlowe was leaving Belgium. So the indirect narration of this statement will be Jenny said that Marlowe had been leaving Belgium. So the rule is was verb plus verb means ing verb, progressive verb, will be converted into had been plus progressive verb, verb ing. So this is the rule for past continuous to past perfect continuous. Seventh, past perfect doesn't change in indirect speech. This is very important. The only tense, the only tense that does not change is past perfect. The rest all changes. For example, let me go with a third one because it's a question. Dad asked, "Had you filled the car with petrol?" So, what can it be? Of course, it is. Dad inquired that whether I had filled the car with petrol. So, had filled, past perfect, it doesn't change. Now the question is why is it so? I mean, why it doesn't change? Well, it is because the action had already been done in the past. So something which is already done cannot be changed or reversed or modified. It is something in the past and done in the past. So it's over now. We have ran out of time. We are now in 2023, or should I say 21st century. So it was in the past. So it's over now. That is why we don't change past perfect when making direct to indirect narrations. Last, finally, is simple future, which is supposed to be converted into present conditional. Now, just slow down a bit. There are two types of present conditional: present real conditional, and second is present unreal conditional. Well, the words itself give you a clue that real conditional, it's like something which really is happening or really will happen. It is something which is not based on probability, it is something based on a fixed plan and commitment, a kind of commitment. For example, James said, "I will be doing my TEFL next month." So James said that he would be doing his TEFL next month. So will be changed into would be doing, because it is something, okay, he has a plan that, and he has that commitment that he will do a course, a teaching certificate in English. So he will do that next month. So it is present real conditional. Same goes with second one. Smith said, "My parents will be there at 9 a.m." So it's like an intention that his parents have this commitment that, okay, they have to reach somewhere at 9 a.m. So therefore, Smith said that his parents would be here or there at 9 a.m. It depends on the context whether you want to say here or there. If like someone wants to come to my place, so I may say to my parents that, okay, my friend's parents will be in our place or will be here. But if we are saying another place where we are also supposed to go, so it would be there. So this is present real conditional. Present unreal conditional is based on probability. So you see the underlined word whether, if. So these words, whether, if, they tell you about probability that it may happen or may not happen. But if it happens, then we have to go with plan B. For example, Jenny asked, "Will you be my co player in the coming tennis match?" Jenny asked whether I would be her co player in the coming tennis match. So she's not sure whether I will say yes or no. So this is present unreal conditional. Same goes with the last sentence. The commentator said the match will be cancelled if it rains. The commentator announced that the match would be cancelled if it rained. So this is unreal conditional. It's based on a condition, it's based on probability that if it rains, then we have to stop the match, or we have to postpone it, or we have to cancel it, whatever the case be. So this is all about direct and indirect narrations when it comes to tenses. That's all for now. The part 4 of this series will be shared soon. So guys, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, give it a like. If you still have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section, or would you like to give me any suggestions in improving this lecture or video or audio, anything, please leave your words in the comments. And share this lecture with your friends and family. My channel, English Language Shelf. So waiting to see you all in part 4 of this series coming soon.